right, Cincinnati 3 Sports back with another one. Wanted to give my thoughts on these two fights that came on HBO tonight. You had this Rey Vargas guy that fights at I believe it's super bantamweight at 122 pounds, which is the same weight class that Guillermo Rigondeaux fights at. And I mean, the guy's skilled. He does have a major advantage over anybody he's gonna fight at that weight, with him being 5'10" and like things like 5'10" and 3/4 or some crazy shit. But he's tall as hell for 122. And I mean, it was a good performance. It was a little bit of bullshit in my opinion, as far as, you know, the two cuts that he sustained, and you know, them stopping the fight like twice for them to look at the cut, and they're wiping the cut off, you know, as they're inspecting this, and like they're wiping his whole face. So like, it's giving him an advantage to, you know, to not have any blood in his eyes for the round. And then after that, I mean, whatever they did to that cut, he quit bleeding. And that was basically the fight. I mean, there was a couple headbutts and the guy looked good, but you know, I didn't like how they were giving him an excuse not to face Guillermo Rigondeaux in the future. They was going into how Rigondeaux's boring and he's so skilled, and you know, even if you when you do lose to him, it's a boring fight, so you can't even get any recognition off of it. Like, so that's giving them reasons to duck, you know, another fighter. But other than that, you know, that's my first time seeing the guy fight, and that's basically my thoughts. He does look skilled, but he needs to get in there with Guillermo Rigondeaux if Rigondeaux is gonna stay at 122. But into the Cotto fight, I did give my thoughts on the fight, and I actually, you know, I was way wrong. I thought Cotto was gonna knock the guy out in the 9th or 10th round. I was only familiar with Sadam Ali through him fighting Jesse Vargas, and he only had 10, I want to say 10 KOs in like a little bit over 20 fights. So I didn't think the guy had much power, but he hurt Miguel numerous amounts of times. You know, hurt him with the right hand, hurt him with the left hand. He just wasn't quick enough to bounce on Cotto. Like, it was a couple times, I don't know if he realized that he had even hurt Cotto, because or maybe he was just being cautious and didn't want to get caught with anything. And you could tell the broadcast, especially Jim Lampley, was you know, they wanted to see, you know, Cotto win this fight, because it was a slip that Sadam Ali had, and you know, they played the replay back, and you saw there was like no contact at all. It was a definite slip, and Jim Lampley was like, "Oh, down goes Ali, down goes Ali," like Cotto knocked him down or something. So it was crazy. But you know, Cotto just showed his age, man. He was a lot slower. I know he said he had a bicep injury on his left hand, but even before, he said it hurt in the 7th round, but even before that, he was getting hurt a lot. It wasn't even, I don't even think it was the arm that, you know, showed his age. It was his chin, like him not being able to take hard shots anymore. If he would have, you know, got up in there with Earl Spence, maybe even Danny Garcia, man, like, he could have seriously got hurt. If it was somebody that had that killer instinct up in there with him, that could you know, capitalize on his when he's getting hurt, you know, that could have been really bad. But other than that, Cotto needs to stay retired. I do think he will stay retired. I don't see him as a guy who, you know, fucked off his money, or, you know, or a guy that wants to live lavishly. You know, I think he took care of his money so he won't have to come back. But yeah, man, Sadam Ali looked really good, man. I don't want to see him stay at 154. He needs to vacate that title immediately, unless he can find some kind of money fight with the WBO. I know he's with Golden Boy, so maybe Golden Boy could work something out with a winnable fight for him, but he's eventually got to vacate that title, because if he can make 147, he needs to be at 147, in my opinion. But that's my thoughts, man. Hopefully Cotto stays retired. Again, I was wrong on my prediction. I thought Cotto was gonna knock him out in the 9th round, and Cotto lost the decision, man. They actually got it right this time. And that's my thoughts, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to be notified when all my latest content drops. And I'm out.